Hi, I'm back, and I'm with the one and only King Midas.
That's me.
He's one of our prospects. He used to be an MC, but now he's graduated to prospect. Well, some people say he got demoted to prospect, but you have to become a prospect to get a bird. And to get a bird means you're a member, a full patched member of the group. So therefore, he's starting as prospect, and hopefully in a few months, with club approval, he'll get his full bird. But we're looking forward for him to get his bird. What's up, brother? How are you?
I'm alive and well, no complaints.
What made you choose the Black Falcons?
Black Falcons. Well, I've been around, you say, the circuit or the club world for maybe going on 3 years now.
You were with a different club, wasn't you?
Yes, I was with a car club.
Car club.
Bronx Dons. So just being around them, it was always, we always come here for any party that was going on here. Always treated as family. Like Black Falcons always showed me love. I always showed them love, and it was, I don't know how to say it. It was just like I just clicked with them. It was always like a natural love between us. And aside from that, even just growing up, a lot of people around me always spoke highly of Black Falcons.
Did you get any offers from any other clubs to join?
A couple, but they were mostly drunk nights. So people just talk. But yeah, one thing I could say, I always loved Black Falcons from the time I first got here.
All right, so what do you ride?
I ride a Gixxer 750, 98.
What is your ultimate bike?
I like Gixxer. I don't want no other bike. I just want a Gixxer.
That same model, 750, or do you want a bigger bike?
In the future. In the future, I would like to upgrade to 1,000.
So you're a new rider at this point, right?
Yes.
So how was that experience?
Oh, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Every time I get on my bike, I try to push myself a little bit more. But I just love the thrill of it. Get on the highway, whether it's cars on it, no cars, winding, hitting your helmet. You know, I love it. I can't complain about anything on it.
What's the fastest you've ridden so far?
So far, I've hit 100.
You hit 100 already?
100, yes.
After a month?
After a month.
6 weeks or a month?
I've hit 100, yes. Not even 6 weeks, because I had the time where I had to fix my, about 3-4 weeks. I had to put my bike down and had to get it fixed, and there was another time my headlights didn't work. So I say it's been about 3-4 weeks.
The fastest I've ridden was 97, and this guy has done 100 miles an hour already.
Yep.
The question I ask everybody, have you ever went down?
Yes, I've gone down twice.
And what happened?
The first time was when I was just learning. I was actually trying to learn how to turn, and I just couldn't hold the bike up, so he went down, crushed my leg. Didn't hurt, but it did. The second time, the streets was frozen, and when I pulled out, I didn't warm my tires or anything. I pulled out, and the bike. No, well, that was 3 times. The second time, the bike had went from under me when I was pulling out, and the third time, a driver sped up next to me and stopped in my lane, and I had to swerve to the side of him, and my back tire hit where there was an oil leak. So the bike came from under me, threw me. I bounced 3 times and still slid, missing some skin on the elbows, messed up my wrist pretty bad.
That's called road rash.
Yeah, that hurt. That hurt.
Now, I think we had this discussion about wintertime driving, and that's when I had my accident, when the ground was cold and the tires are cold, and sometimes you hit the brake and there's no traction and the bike just slides from under you. And another thing, when he was talking about making a curve, making a turn, braking in a turn or braking in a curve is very dangerous because the bike is at a tilt. And once the bike gets to a point of no return, that's when you feel the weight of the bike. When the bike is like that, the bike, you can't feel the weight. But once you curve, and if you press the brake, you're going to feel the weight of the bike, and the bike is going to go down because a sometimes 300, 400, 500 pound bike, you just cannot lift it with one arm once it goes to a point of no return.
Yeah.
And you experience that.
Absolutely.
So that's why if you're in a turn, they always say do not brake in a turn, hit a little throttle, do a little coasting until you straighten up, because stopping in a turn is one of the worst times to drop your bike. You're going to drop your bike because you're not Popeye with them Popeye arms and you can just pick it up with one arm. Can't happen, so you're going to drop your bike. And if you got a nice bike, you're gonna mess up your mirrors, you're gonna mess up your plastics, you're gonna mess up something, you know. So in a curve, if you feel like you're going down, put a little throttle on it, so therefore you keep moving, and then after that, try to straighten up the bike and brake. So you want to tell the community something out there about the biker community?
The biker community is a great thing. It's a great thing, aside from just getting together with a bunch of other people who love riding, love motorcycles. We also do a lot for the community. So charity work, fundraisers, we go out and just help people. That's the third passion of being in this club. So it's not always just fun and games and partying and riding. We actually do a lot of work. There's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes that a lot of people don't see or will never see unless they're actually in here.
I want to thank King for joining the club, because he's been a good addition to the club, and I want to thank you for the interview. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And good luck, whatever you do, and stay above the ground, man. Keep it straight. We'll be right back. Hi, I'm Duke, and I'm with the Black Falcons, and you're at Biker World. Every club has MCs or prospects, or some call them probies. We call them prospects, and we have a certain group that we call MCs. I'm here with one of my MCs, Kash, and I want to welcome Kash to the club. What's up, bro?
I'm good. How you doing?
All right. How did you get your name, Kash?
I'm a workaholic. I still love working, so I always have money in my pocket, so I call myself Kash.
So what made you want to join the Black Falcons?
Came around, the family oriented. I love the atmosphere here, and I fit in here, so that's why I joined.
So what do you do for the Black Falcons? What is the MC? In your opinion, what is the MC?
To me, just do my job. MC just representing Black Falcons right now. I'm taking my bike and I'm a prospect, but just working hard, just to prove myself to the club that I could do my job right.
So do you want to be? Do you want to have a bird?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Why do you want to have a bird?
It represents the hard work that I did. It's like a job, a promotion. So I'm taking my bird. It's like I got promoted to being a full member or a full establishment in the club.
So do you ride?
Yes, I do.
Have you ever? So you ride a bike? You have a bike?
Yes, it's getting fixed right now. Yes.
How long you been riding?
A couple of years now, just like a year. But then I think I fixed. It broke down and I started riding, but I ride once in a while.
Have you ever went down?
Once. It hurt.
What happened?
I let the clutch go by accident. A bike shot up.
And it just shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. So what do you want to say to the people out there about biker clubs? You've been in the scene for about 6 months, 8 months now. What do you want to say to the people out there about the biker scene?
It's actually a good thing, you know, if you do your job right, you know, it's a thing to learn. Being a biker is a good thing to learn, not just get on your bike and ride and just think what you're going to do. You join the club or hang around the club for a while, talk to certain members, learn what it is. After a while, you find a right club that fits you, you'll be okay.
This is Brother Kash, MC. He's going to get a bird soon. As soon as he get his bike riding, well, he got a prospect first.
Yes.
And that's when we bust his ass. But until then, thank you, Brother Kash. You're doing a good job. Proud of you. And you're with Duke at Biker World. Hi, I'm Duke, and I'm a member of the Black Falcons. And you're here at Biker World. I'm here with one of our MCs, Feisty. How are you, Feisty?
I'm fine today, sir.
I need to tell you, I gave her a hard time getting into the club, and she had to wait a little extra time before she got my approval. But now she's in the club. We all love her, and I want to thank you for putting up with me.
It's okay.
Why did you pick the Black Falcons?
Well, I have an uncle in another club, and we spoke about the Black Falcons. He both spoke very highly of the Black Falcons, and he told me if I did ever want to join one, this would be my best chance to get into a good, long-standing club and actually be respected when I put on my vest and get on a bike.
Have anybody approached you in the street with your colors, since you have your colors on?
A couple of people have. I go to school, at work. A couple of people very interested to know what we do here. How did I join? Who the members are.
So you wore your colors to your daughter's school?
Yes.
Wow.
She got a lot of things to say when she go to school, especially after her party last weekend.
Oh, wow.
She bragged about being here and meeting everybody, and they didn't believe her, so I had to make a believer out of my daughter, so her friends.
Oh, that's real cool.
And
so,
they loved it.
So, do you ever want to ride a bike?
I'm actually on my way to learning how to drive first, and then the next step is going to be a bike.
So, do you want to maintain your MC status, or you want a bird?
No, I want a full bird.
A bird means that you're a member of the club, but to become a member of the club, you have to have a bike, and you have to be ready to ride, and you have to have all the paperwork that goes with it. Then you go through a prospecting period, and then you get your full bird. Like that. So tell us something about the community, the biker community, the club community, since you've been a part of it for the last couple of months.
For the past couple of months, I definitely found out that they're really well-rounded with helping out the community that they come from, as opposed to other clubs that I've seen just partying and just getting drunk and riding and getting hurt. And then the clubs I've seen here have been all about, you know, supporting the needy families, supporting each other, making sure everyone's safe before anybody rides out anywhere, making sure every member gets home safe to their families, to their kids. That means a lot to a lot of people who are at home worrying about their family members coming home from these clubs. I definitely found out a lot of different information I didn't know before.
That we're not all gangsters, and we're not
yes,
all...
definitely that we're not all gangsters and not all into the criminal aspects of the world that we probably used to be a part of.
She's speaking for herself.
No, not for me. Of my uncle, maybe.
Uncle. Okay, your uncle.
My uncle.
Watch out,
yeah.
uncle.
Oh, I already got the whole talk from him and the do's and don'ts and...
Well, there's some biker clubs that are wilder than others, so that's what she's talking about.
This club is called Worst Case Scenario.
And you can just imagine.
Imagine what they're about. So.
You mentioned something about your grandmother being a part of this?
Not a part of it, but she was one of the workers at a restaurant that the Falcons apparently used to ride through to go eat dinner, eat breakfast sometimes. And my mom used to go in there and watch y'all eat and listen to your stories. So Blaze was really, really interested in hearing about way back in the day how Falcons used to act.
Yeah, Blaze is our business manager, and he's one of our older Falcons. He's been around a long time.
So he actually knew exactly who she was talking about, the exact restaurant. He knew exactly where it was at. He remembered the woman's name that used to cook.
Get out of here.
He remembered a lot. They had a long, hour conversation about it.
So are they going to come back to visit the club?
They want to come back at the next party that we throw. That's why we
Are you sure they want to come back to the next party?
They said they're sure.
So they have to wait for the old school party. They can't come back to a regular party.
That's what I told her. But she saw a Choice and Ice's flyer up on Facebook. So she's very ready to come, and I told her, let's go.
And maybe we'll have Trouble Dance with her.
I don't think he's ready for that. I don't think he's ready for that.
Your trouble is trouble.
He might get a little more than he can bargain for that night.
What?
Yeah.
Mama freak.
Mommy a freak. Oh, just don't say that. Cut that out.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.